Hello, I'm Dr. Kim Duramo. Welcome to MindBody TV. I have a potent topic today as we are closing out the year. And this is kind of a universal topic, but especially as we complete a segment of our lives, this is really, really potent time to remember surrender. And the truth is, your body literally can heal any disease known to man. But it can't do that if you're holding on to attachment, fear, fight or flight, reactivity, the identity, right? Or any of those old programming. Life force cannot flow through your body and allow healing and create majesty in your life when you're holding resistance. And so surrender really is the key to so much manifestation and healing. And that is what we're going to talk about today for MindBody TV. So welcome. I would love to hear where you're tuning in from, and any insights, ahas, comments that come up. Definitely subscribe, share a comment, hit the like button. It allows other people who are looking for this work to find this work, and it allows them to experience this activation. So I've created MindBody TV to be an awakening experience, to awaken something in you that knows the truth. And the more we're surrendered, right, not holding on, clasping, controlling, the more we know that truth, the more we automatically access that wisdom, that clarity, and the well-being and the energy and vitality we are born to live. And for so many individuals, we're seeking that. And we might get lots of information about what to do or what to not do. And that can actually just keep us in that space of fight or flight and clamping down with tension and control. Doesn't necessarily support surrender. So what is surrender? Well, there are so many people, like really masters, teachers, gurus, pointing to this, pointing to that when we let go, so much more can happen for us. But then it's a matter of, how do I let go? How do I surrender? What is this about? Because we're trying to approach it from the mind. And I personally lived this for so many years of my life. Even after studying this, learning this, understanding it, it would still kick back in because it's kind of like a program, an automatic way of being that we just revert to. And that's not because it's our nature. And it's not because it actually works. It's just because there's been some indoctrination and some programming and some genetic like imprints that have our system stay in that fight or flight and control. So we don't surrender. We don't let go. And I've created a motto for me in my life: when the going gets tough, surrender more. And everything I've done for my practice of medicine, for my sharing of my courses, my books, for mind-body healing, is all about how do we let go. And so, hey, 3 steps, instant elevation. It's a 3-step process. And I have a whole program on this for like, how do I let go? How do I surrender? What does it look like? What does it mean? How do I create it in my body that this goes on autopilot so that I can instantaneously access that process, right? And I let go of triggers, I let go of reactivity, and I'm automatically aligned with the wisdom. And so the first step of this is we have to come into the body. You've got to be here now. Your body can only live in the now. But if your mind is off in the future, gotta control, or in the past, I hope that doesn't happen again, or out with other people, right? Like your energy's out there, you're giving your power away to them. Do they like me? Do they want me? What do they need me to say? What's gonna get me the reaction I want? You're not in your body. you're not accessing your power. And that's a big reason why things don't go our way and why healing and health, wealth, and abundance don't flow into our lives. It's like, so where am I? Am I here? Your body can only live in the now. Are you in the now? Are you here? It actually takes a lot of courage to surrender. It's just kind of the opposite of what we think. We think, I'm going to have courage and keep on fighting. I'll never surrender. I'll never let that illness beat me, right? But actually, what we're doing is propagating the war. And especially with autoimmune disease, which is something I have suffered from in the past, your cells are listening. And they will literally create that inflammatory reactivity of the war you're in, right? I'm going to fight the fatigue. I'm going to battle the cancer, right? The war against cancer. Like, it's a total oxymoron. Your cells will play out on the physical level that inner battle, the inner war, the inner attack of you holding the resistance and the control. And so it's like totally going to backfire. And whatever you're wanting, you're actually just pushing it away from you. I saw a really great Chinese practitioner recently, and everything in Eastern medicine, like they already get this. They get that the less resistance in the system, the more the chi, the life force, can flow through the body. And it's actually the life force that heals you, that rebalances your nervous system, that rebalances your adrenals, that strengthens your immune system so you can clear that Lyme disease or Epstein-Barr virus or whatever other viruses people are throwing around, right? Your body can actually clear that for you, but it can't do that when you're holding a level of resistance. And so when you let go, which will seem like, no, I can't let go. It's bigger than me. It will take me over. But that's the lie. When you let go, your cells will match the level of harmony of that surrender. So what does surrender look like to you? And what comes up when I invite you to surrender? I know for me, it was a matter of, I can't surrender. This fatigue will take me over and I'll be a potato on the couch for the rest of my life. I'll never finish medical school. I'll never amount to anything. It was this big snowball effect. But it showed me what I actually believed about myself. Like, if I don't overpower this, I'm going to be some big blobby failure and never amount to anything, right? So there's a lot of judgment on myself, a lot of fear of what my true nature really was, and a lot of this assumed need to override it and overcome. And that is actually why I got worse and I got worse and I got worse the more I tried to heal myself. And so it takes immense courage to surrender, because the fear is going to say, you'll never be anything. You'll never go anywhere. If you surrender, you'll lose. What else? What else does it say, right? What else does the programming say? What else comes up when I invite you to surrender, to let go, to just simply relax your body and breathe more fully? I know for me, and you could share in the comments, like, what comes up. What is that like? What does your mind do? What does it say? You can do a whole journaling exercise just to write all that crap down and then burn it. I know for me, it was excruciating to sit with the moment. So if it were a matter of like, let me just be still and breathe. No. I got this urgency. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to keep going. Give me the real stuff. What do I need to do? Come on. And it was like I was waiting for someone to give me these instructions so I could stay really, really busy, but fully engaged, to avoid feeling the fear. So I stayed in the fear, like I stayed in it, and it was running my system. Talk about short-circuiting your adrenals. Talk about skyrocketing your cortisol levels, right? So if you're noticing, whether you're noticing your cortisol is high or you're noticing the repercussions of that, like your thyroid is not working, you've got Hashimoto's disease, or your digestion is not working, like you're not absorbing nutrients, you're not eliminating and releasing and detoxifying, or you're not sleeping well, or like you sleep but you're still tired. These are all signs of what happens when your cortisol levels high. It's like it depletes your body, it depletes your energy. You need those energy drinks to get up in the morning, or energy drinks in the afternoon to keep going. And you realize, like, what if I just access my energy, my natural energy? That takes surrender. That takes letting go. And David Hawkins, who's one of my favorite teachers, he's not around anymore, but his work very much is. He has a whole book called Letting Go. And this has been part of my curriculum in the Embracing Health course that I share with my students, to actually learn, like, what is it to let go? What does it do? And why is it so freaking powerful that if you just do this one thing, everything can happen for you? And the biggest thing about letting go is that you realize life is coming through me, not from me. I'm not healing myself. I'm not manifesting my money. I'm not, improving my relationships. I am just surrendered to hold a space so that those things can happen. This is the secret trick about how manifestation really works. If I hold a space of peace, serenity, and love, my child could heal. I've seen this so many times. Physical disease, emotional problems, behavioral problems. My child could open up to me and let go of themselves, right? And like have an emotional release and have a major healing happen. In fact, this is the major thing I do with my clients in the Embracing Health course, or those working with me in Be the Medicine. I'm just holding a space, but that space is so powerful that freaking miracles happen. Majesty, amazing change, shift, creation, insights, like massive, massive change happens in their brain, in their physiology, and in their lives. Not because, well, let me say this super smart thing. It's the space that I have cultivated for myself and to hold for them, right? Not because I'm so great or I'm so special. It's practice. I've devoted myself to holding a space that allows healing to happen. That's what surrender does. That's what letting go does. And I'm not saying I'm a master at it. I'm just saying that to the degree I develop this, more miracles show up. And so what does it look like to surrender, right? If you think of, you pick something up and you're holding it and then you let it go, right? Letting it go, you're just relaxing your hand and then the rest of it happens for you. So it actually takes more energy to hold than it does to let go. But sometimes the holding, the tension, the clinching is so unconscious, we don't even know we're doing it. And so somebody used this example with me as a great example. You think about all the emotions we're suppressing unconsciously. You learn when you're like 3, expressing anger is not safe. I'm going to get rejected. I'm going to get abandoned. Like, you're going to be angry. Fine, go to your room. You learn not to express those emotions. It's not safe to express those emotions. I won't get love if I express those emotions, right? Healthy expression of emotion actually expands your well-being and vitality. Suppressing the emotions sucks up your energy. So it's like you got this beach ball of maybe anger, right? But you learned, shove that beach ball under the water and hold it. Hold it down, hold it down, hold it down. And so after like a minute, maybe you're like, I'm working at this, right? After hours, it's a lot of energy. Imagine how much energy goes into this emotional suppression with years, with decades. It's no small matter. And that's all the energy that gets freed up when you allow the expression of healthy emotions, right? Every emotion is healthy when it is expressed organically. And in my programs, in the instant elevation, this is exactly what we're doing, is like, well, how do I express energy? What does that look like? What does that sound like? How would I allow a healthy expression of anger? I don't even know what that looks like. Maybe you never saw that. You only saw suppressed anger that then like spurts out at people in very unhealthy ways. And then you think anger is toxic, anger is dangerous. So you double down on that suppression. So many people I've seen with severe and life-threatening chronic illnesses have an immense amount of their energy going into emotional suppression. And that is a massive amount of energy that is not available for healing. So the immune system gets flared up and inflamed, and cancer develops, or ulcerative colitis, or Crohn's disease, or autoimmune disease, or even infectious diseases like Lyme or Epstein-Barr, or long-term chronic infections that aren't clearing because all the emotion, all the energy is going into the suppression of emotion. It's not available to have the immune system do what it was designed to do. Right? Digestive system, elimination, detoxification. Your body is designed for self-healing and self-regulating. And so much energy is in these automatic programming, sucking up so much of your life force that you just can't self-regulate and self-heal. So then you'd think like, my body's broken, right? Or, well, you can't heal blah, blah, blah disease, but it's a total farce. When you practice letting go, there's a lot of energy that's going to move. There's a lot that's going to come out, right? Because if all you do is let go of that beach ball, that big ball of anger is going to come out, and it might be one giant scream. Maybe it's a full 12 seconds, and then it's gone. The energy has released. It's no longer part of your system. It's no longer requiring your energy to keep it suppressed. And it's no longer generating all of that inflammation, heart disease, obesity, diabetes, cancer, fill in the blank, right? Because, I let it go. And so what if you just allowed your natural expression? Yeah, when you surrender, it's going to happen because you're letting go. Things could get messy. Things could feel very uncomfortable. Things could look not how you think they're supposed to look. You might be inspired to do not the thing you think you're supposed to do. In fact, you might be inspired to do the thing you think you're not supposed to do. And this is why so few have let go. But what if I told you that in so doing, you move that energy, right? It's not a constant, right? It's a impermanent thing. It's going to have an endpoint. Maybe it's 12 seconds. Maybe it's 22 seconds. Maybe it's a couple hours of like, all of these years of energy, anger, fear, grief, moving through your body. Maybe there's shaking. This is a big thing in the Instant Elevation program because you're really invited to do the sounding or the movements and like actually connect with those emotional spaces and let the energy go. And then it's not here anymore. Imagine how much your body can heal and how much abundance can manifest in your life when the energy is no longer going into those suppressions. And so a lot of people, they're afraid, they're so sure, no, I can't do that. I can't be that. I have to keep being this. They don't let go. So it's only when that gets more expensive than letting go that you finally let go. Like, yeah, maybe it's going to be uncomfortable for a few minutes. Maybe it's going to be painful for a few minutes. Maybe it's going to look really messy. But okay, because guess what? There's something else on the other side of that. You're going to move through what looks messy or undesirable or unacceptable. And you're a new you, you're a new person, you're a new being. You have a different life. You have a new vitality. You're not the same person as the person holding down that beach ball. Oh, I gotta keep it suppressed. Yes, I'll go. I want to do that. I'll help you. You say yes. when you really mean no, because you don't have a choice. You have to keep suppressing. You have to keep investing, right? And like not letting who you are come out. So letting go, whew, bats are going to come flying out of hell. But that's what you want. You want that energy to release. You want to begin expressing who you truly are. And even if at first it's uncomfortable or painful or messy, that's just what you suppressed, right? That's going to release. That's going to clear. Drink a lot of water. Go put your feet on the ground and do a little bit of grounding and readjust your electromagnetics. Because what happens after that release is so fulfilling and so beautiful. Because you start to experience more of who you really are. Part of who you really are is that anger and that scream or that shaking grief. But it's not the nature of who you are. That was just an experience. Maybe you had 10 years ago with the loss of a loved one, or 30 years ago with a trauma or something that put you into a lot of fear. You can let that experience go, and then you realize who you really are, how powerful you really are. There's a confidence that comes. There's a grounding. And you make new choices. You think differently. You see things differently. And yeah, your physiology works totally differently. I had one of the people I was working with today in a small group who was experiencing problem with her periods and heaviness and like feeling just all jammed up, everything stuck. I feel like crap. And it was all in her energy, right? Being the protected self, holding on to those like mechanisms. Maybe they were necessary for a moment to like protect yourself from danger or clamp down into fight or flight and get through a traumatic situation. They are not meant to be where you live. And with that upgrade in her system to just release that, she regained her well-being and realized right away, oh my gosh, all of these physical things were stemming from that. So what are you holding? You don't even know you're holding, that you're ready to let go. And you can type it in the comments right here. Like, you might not know how, because do not worry about the how. It's not up to you. Do you make your heart pump? How do you make your liver detoxify? How do you create new blood cells? You don't have to know how. It's going to happen for you. And the more you let go, the more better that happens for you. And it's true about your money, and it's true about your relationships, and it's true about your home, your living situation. Everything in life is part of your creation, what is emanating through you. And all of it is impacted when you let go. And so what are you ready to let go? Now, you might, like I said, not really understand, like, I don't know, is there a trauma from 20 years ago? But you might be aware, I'm ready to let go of this problem. I'm ready to let go of struggling with money. I'm ready to let go of like, my health challenge and I'm so sick. I'm ready to let go of feeling fatigued all the time. So it might be something that's getting a lot of your attention. Same thing applies. You don't have to know how. Because like, how the heck could you know that, right? How do I let go of Lyme disease? Keep working at that one. Like, that's going to exhaust you. But you can say, I'm ready to let go at whatever, known and unknown, is at the root of this Lyme disease. I'm ready to let go, known and unknown, of whatever is at the root with my challenge with my mother. I'm ready to let go of whatever is at the root, known and unknown, of my problems with money, or like there's never enough. I'm ready to let go of whatever's at the root, known and unknown, of never having enough time. I'm always living in overwhelm. Right? So share in the comments, especially around the holiday season and the end of the year, there is a lot you're ready to let go. Because guess what? In the new year, there's a new energy. There's a new consciousness. And you're ready on some level to let a lot of that in. And the more you practice letting go, so just relax your body, breathe more fully. Definitely do the Instant Elevation program if this speaks to you and you're really ready for a massive reboot. It's at drkimd.com/IEP to start that program now. There are video modules that will walk you through this emotional release and walk you through this inner connection, re-establishing your inner alignment to be a more surrendered individual, a more alive, present being, so that stuff can happen in your life. Your body can heal. Your relationships can heal. You can find like, wow, I have time. How did that happen? My schedule got rearranged. This is nice. Like stuff can happen for you. And yeah, your money, your body, these things can resolve when you let go. And so as a physician to say that, right? But what about the medical science that says this is caused by a pathogen and you have to kill the pathogen? Yeah, your body can take care of 99% of this, and the rest can be taken care of because you're listening. There's an inspiration. Hey, maybe I'll take that medication. Hey, maybe I'll go do that procedure. Hey, maybe I'll go to the doctor. Hey, maybe I'll call that friend. Hey, maybe I'll take that job. Hey, maybe I'll let go of that job. And all of these things can powerfully propel the completion of that healing. It's not just one way. So look at, how could I let more life force come through my body? Choosing things that are joyful. So you got to let go of the ideas you have that I can't do that. I don't have time. Letting go of the things that aren't serving you. Oh, but I need to do that. I have to. Right? Oh, wait, what if I let go of that idea? What's actually true here? You're going to let a lot of things in. So being willing to practice letting go. Soft body, full breath. That's your entry point. Participate in the Instant Elevation program if you're ready for more. It will guide you through so much of this. But for everyone, remember that premise. Like, wait a minute. When in doubt, when the going gets tough, let go more. That's my invitation for you. When the going gets tough, more surrender. It's totally counterintuitive. No, when the going gets tough, I gotta knuckle it harder. I gotta clamp down more firmly. What has that created to do it that way? I don't think so. When the going gets tough, more surrender. I have found this to be miraculous in my life, and it's the gift that keeps on giving, because I could go deeper and I could go deeper, and I have every year. It's like, no, I couldn't possibly surrender more. Oh, yes, I could. So whenever your heart is yearning for more, or it's struggling and like, same prescription, more surrender. Life will guide you. So much love to you. I'm Dr. Kim Duramo. You can find me at drkimd.com. You are a powerful creator. And you can go to drkimd.com for programs, for my book, The MindBody Toolkit, and more guidance about activating your inner power for healing and for creation. I'm at drkimd.com. The book is at drkimd.com/book. 10 tools you can use anytime, anywhere to activate healing within your system. And my signature foundational program, the Instant Elevation. It's a 3-step tool to ignite that activation for healing and manifestation. The Instant Elevation. It'll instantly increase your frequency, shift your physiology, and change the way your brain works. And that's at drkimd.com/IEP. Share your insights, questions, ahas, subscribe. This will all allow other people who are ready for this support and assistance to find it, to receive it, and we together create heaven on earth. So much love to you guys. I look forward to seeing you each week here on MindBody TV at 11 a.m. Mountain Time on Wednesdays. We'll be broadcasting live in the MindBody community and on my YouTube channel, Dr. Kim Duramo. Remember, you are a powerful creator and you can activate that power within you right now. I'm at drkimd.com. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for tuning in to MindBody TV. I would love to hear from you. Post a comment with any question, insight, aha, or just to say hello. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button so you stay tuned for weekly episodes. I'll see you next week.